Hello, everybody. I'm going to see if I can get through this reading here. I'm still recovering from COVID, although I definitely feel so much better. Thanks for all the well wishes. I sure appreciate it. So I've been, I've just been so drawn to do a reading on Audrii Cunningham. And she's a missing little girl, 11-year-old little girl from Livingston, Texas. Guys, look it up. It's chilling, absolutely chilling. Um, just terrible. So last night I just kind of want to preface this with you know, last night I heard about her, and then I took like a 3 or 4 hour nap. My sleeping patterns are all messed up, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But during that time, I had a horrible dream, and like I've said before to you guys, is if I'm about ready to do a reading on somebody or something, many times I'll have a dream about it, and um, it was I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it was a horrible dream. What happened was I found myself inside of this old like trailer, and the trailer stunk like horrible bo. It was so pungent. In fact, I woke up like gagging. It smelled so bad. And there was water all around. It was like the trailer was submerged in water, dirty water. And I knew it had something to do with this reading. And I want to explore further and just kind of find out more. I have my suspicions on why I dreamt that, but I want to find out with all of you. If I cough, if I have a coughing fit in the middle, I apologize. I'm hoping I won't. So yes, this is about Audrii Cunningham, and she's a missing 11-year-old girl from Livingston, Texas. Look her up, guys. Okay. Oh, she's been missing. I don't know if I've said this since February 15th. So let's do this reading. I did shuffle before I started the video as well. I'll just do a couple more. And I'm using the Bluebird Lenormand. Audrii Cunningham. And I hope you guys hear me better. I've got my new microphone finally in the mail. So I'm hoping you guys can hear me a little bit better. Bear with me, I'm almost done. Takes me a little while to lay out all the cards, but it's worth it in the end. All right, this guy, just a typical horrible person. And before I proceed, of course, I have to say that this is for entertainment purposes only. What I say, is my opinions, and everyone is innocent until proven guilty. So for entertainment purposes only. All right, so the guy, if you guys look this up and know what's going on, there was a family friend. His name is Stephen McDougal. You guys look this person up. He is scary looking. And Audrii was living with her father at the time of this happening. And the father had this guy this Stephen McDougal living with them. And he's had a past history, like a criminal history, just a longer than you guys can even imagine, and also some child stuff in there as well. So this guy, mind you, and I'll give you a little background too. He lived with them, and he also was entrusted to babysit her sometimes, from what I understand, as well as take her to school sometimes, but not all the time. So the mother, Audrii's mother, did not have custody. So this guy thinks he's really smart, and he had planned this all out. And he also was trying to set up the mother. I'm just telling you right now, he was trying to set her up to make it look like she took her. I mean, this guy thinks he's so smart. He thought of that his plan would have been the best plan ever, just because they would take his word over the mother's word. And obviously that didn't happen. Currently, by the way, you guys, he's in jail for unrelated charges right now. Hold on. I really didn't want to wait to do this reading. So anyway, Stephen McDougal was the last person to see Audrii alive. Okay, so her backpack and like another item or two were found near the water by Lake Livingston. It's a big lake, you guys. So anyway, this guy was trying to set up the mom because she lost all her rights to her daughter Audrii. And so he had this planned out, right? He ended up saying that he took Audrii to the bus stop and dropped her off, and that's all he had contact with her after that. Well, she never got on the bus. Look it up, you guys. It's so scary. All right. So what this guy ended up doing, all right, so I'm going to let you guys know, this is my opinion here. This guy is 100% guilty. He did this. He had this planned. What he did was had set it up with the mom, which you guys will find out later. I mean, if you don't already know. And they had these text messages. And that's how all that plan all came to fruition. And he was going to blame her. He was going to blame her for taking her, when in fact it was him. Scary guy, you guys, so scary. All right, so there is, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, and this is so telling to me. So here he is right here. This is the gentleman card, and there's a lot of nautical um, synchronicities in this spread so far. The anchor, the coffin. All right. During daylight, here's the child, and next to the child is fish. You guys, fish in water. Okay. Let's see if I can connect. Sometimes when I'm not feeling well, it's more difficult for me to connect. Yeah. Okay, so I see him giving her something to drink. They didn't go to the bus stop, obviously. They did not go to the bus stop. He took her somewhere else, and he took her actually with the promise of, hey, yeah, let's go fishing. You know, here's a bottle of water, drink this. And then she was out, you guys. So she couldn't fight. She couldn't create a fuss. And that way he could do what he wanted. This guy is so sick, you guys. Oh my gosh, is he scary? Oh my gosh, I'm just so glad that she wasn't conscious when he did what he did. Oh, all right. So I'm getting these little flashes here and there. Now there was also he also has a vivid imagination, so he has actually thought about doing this for quite some time, and he had vividly in his mind had gone through scenarios in which he was going to do this. Okay, so I'm seeing little bits and pieces of that as well, and yikes. All right, so what he ended up doing was taking her to a certain spot, and that's where they found her backpack, right, and another item, and that's where he had done the things that he had done to her. Ugh. Um, he did not put her in the water there. He and I think this is where I felt like I was in a trailer surrounded by water. It's like he had something in the back of his truck that he put her in and put her in the water. And this wasn't, he took her somewhere else. He ended up getting interrupted. He thought he heard somebody, and he rushed and hurried up and put her back into his truck and took off, forgetting her backpack and all that. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what he did to her, because it's disgusting, and you guys don't want that in your head. You don't want that in your head. Or how he did it. I mean, that's going to come out later anyway. You know, it's like he found a secluded area that he knew about before. It's like one of his old fishing spots. And put her in the water there. Now, I have, now I'm terrible with time. I know I've told you this, guys, many times before. and terrible with time. But I really feel like they are so close to finding her. So close. Um, he will go to jail for this. And see, he does not want to admit or confess to doing this, because if he did, he would be mincemeat in jail. Uh, you know that he has that horrible sign. When you look him up, you'll see on a tattoo on his arm, and those guys. I mean, there's the lowest on the totem pole in the prison system is child, you know what's. So he's more terrified of that than anything else. And so I know that he's been leading the police on different little runs, saying that he's cooperating here and there, but that's not the place where he took her, you guys. He took her to a place that he's gone fishing before. He's been there before. The guy likes to fish. And now I do believe it's the same lake area. I don't know if this even makes sense, but I know that Lake Livingston is huge. But where her backpack was found was like on the opposite end of, it's like the opposite shore. It's a huge lake. I just feel like I'm in water, you guys. I just feel like I'm in water, and I can't breathe. Well, yeah. I feel so terrible for the families. The dad should have never allowed him to be in the home, ever, ever, ever. My goodness, my goodness. Oh, so unfortunately, yet I feel like this is going to be a horrible outcome for the families. But I do feel like they're going to find her. Like they're so close, you guys. Like they're so close to finding her. So everybody with with love and light, and towards the rescuers, the people that are trying to find her, send them lots of love and light, and with telling the universe that she will be found, for the family's closure, for them to have that closure. They need this. Um, it's just terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, um, just know, and also, I don't feel like she felt what happened to her, you guys, because of what he had given her. I'm not saying that. I mean, it's terrible. It's so terrible, but at least there's that one saving grace, okay? That she didn't feel anything. All right. All right. Now, thanks for putting up with me, listening to me cough. Again, love and light to the families, love and light to the people looking for her, and the universe. We need to have good positive vibes toward in the universe. Put it out in the universe that she will be found. I feel like she will be found very soon. All right. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.